Good morning students. Now today we are continue our question number 9 as up to question number 8 we have seen in the last video. Now question number 9 is A is equals to all those element x from z where 0 is less than equals to x less than equals to 12. So this is the set A in which a given relation is defined. Now relation R is all these elements A, B where modulus of A minus B is multiple of 4 and number 2 relation is all those elements A, B where A is equals to B. Show that the given relation is an equivalence relation. So here the question number 9, the set A is given to us. Now two relation we have given. First that A minus B is a multiple of 4. So let me see the first one. So first one R is equals to all those elements A, B where modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. Now students, you can see that we want to prove it is an equivalence relation. So we have to show the three things. First is the reflexive relation. So let me check that A belongs to, for all A belongs to A. Let's consider A comma A. Then modulus of A minus A, that is 0, and we know that 0 is a multiple of each and every number. Therefore, and 0 is multiple of all numbers. Therefore, A comma A belongs to R. Therefore, R is reflexive. So first part we have done, that it is a reflexive relation. Now let me see that second is the symmetric. So here what we have to do, we have to show that let AB belongs to R. So what the meaning of this? That means the modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. Now, if we know that if A minus B is a multiple of 4 and we take B minus A, then the number is same because the modulus is there. So, that will give that B minus A is also a multiple of 4. So, that means B comma A belongs to R. So here we got that if AB belongs to R, then BA belongs to R. Therefore, R is symmetric. Now let me see the third portion, that is the transitivity. So here the third. So transitive. So what we have in the transitive, let AB and BC belongs to R. Now, if AB and BC belongs to R, that means modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. And B minus C is a multiple of 4. Okay, now consider modulus of A minus C. So we will know that what to do. We just add minus and add B. So here we have A minus B and B minus C. We know this first. If A minus B is a multiple of 4, modulus, then A minus B will also be a multiple of 4. Similarly, if B minus C is a multiple of 4, modulus of B minus C is a multiple of 4, then its original number B minus C may be positive negative, but it is a multiple of 4. So that means if A minus B and B minus C is a multiple of 4, then A minus B And if two numbers are multiple of 4, then the addition or the subtraction will give us the multiple of 4. So that will give that modulus of a minus c is a multiple of 4. That will give that AC belongs to R. Therefore, R is transitive. And therefore, R is an equivalence relation. So here the question number 9, the part 1. We have to show that the first one, that is it is an equivalence relation. Again I am repeating, students, whenever we have to prove an equivalence relation, we have to show it is a reflexive, it is symmetric, and it is transitive. If all the three properties are hold, then it is called an equivalence relation. Okay. In the third part, you can see further that if a minus b is a multiple of 4 and b minus c is also a multiple of 4, then a minus c, which can be written as a minus b plus b minus c, will also the multiple of 4. Okay, as it is the sum of the two numbers which are multiple of 4. So that will give that a minus c is a multiple of 4, and that will give that AC belongs to R, and hence it is a transitive. And the final result is it is an equivalence relation. So this is the question number 9. Now question number 2 is the easiest question, as A is equals to B. So in this question, the part 2, I am leaving up to you. You may solve by yourself. Is equation A is equals to B. You can prove it very easily. Okay. So let me see the next question. Now question number 11. A is equals to set of all the points in a plane, and R is equals to the pair of the points P, Q, where the distance of the point P from the origin is same as the distance of the point Q from the origin. Now R is equals to all those points P, Q. That means the simplification of basis, all the points P, Q where OP is equals to OP. This is I have written in the simplification form, and R is this. Now the question is, show that R is an equivalence relation. Now students, we have to show that it is an equivalence relation. So first we have to show it is a reflexive. Now for the reflexive, I am considering E, comma B. Okay. Now we know that now OP is equals to OP, as it is distance from the two same points. So OP is equals to OP. Therefore, P, comma P belongs to R. Therefore, R is reflexive. Now reflexivity is shown. Then next is a symmetry. Now let me see the both symmetry. So what we have, we are taking 2 points P and Q, which is belongs to R. But when 2 points are belong to R, then what do we have? OP is equals to OP. So this will be OP is equals to O. Now OP is equals to OQ. Then it is obvious that OQ is equals to OP. Okay, it is obvious. So Q, comma P. It also belongs to R, and therefore R is symmetry. So here we have symmetry. Okay. First, reflexive. So what is the meaning of reflexive? That PP belongs to R. We take PP that P belongs to the set A. Okay. All the P belongs to set A. Then OP is equals to OP as the same point having the same distance. Okay, between the same points, we are having the same distance. Now, third is the transitive. Now, what is the meaning of transitive? First, we context. If 2 points P and Q. This belongs to R. Q and R belongs to the relation R. Then PR belongs to our that would have to say, but what is the meaning of this? OP is equal to OQ and OQ is equal to OR. But if this thing are not happened, then obviously OP is equal to OR. So that means PR belongs to R, relation R. Therefore, R is transitive. And as R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, therefore, R is an equivalence as R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, therefore R is an equivalence relation. So here the first part of the question number 11 is done. Question number 11, A and R is defined. Then first they ask to show that this R is an equivalence relation. Now further they ask us that show that every point which is P which is not equals to origin, every point P which is not equals to the origin. Okay. And we take any point related to P, then it will indicate the set of the circle which is passes to the point P and center at origin. Again, the question I am repeating, show that all the points related to the point P which is not equals to 0, 0 is the circle passes to the point P which is not equal, which passes to the point P and center at origin. You can see in the textbook too. So you can find out the question number 11 in that. So first, R is an equivalence relation we have proved. Now next second part here. Now let Q is related to P. Let QP belongs to R. Okay, under this relation. So what this will gives that OQ is equals to OP. Now if OQ is equals to OP, then I am giving it some value K. Okay, let another point R. R is related to P and okay, so that means OR is equals to OP. But what is OP? Okay, let any other point X belongs to R. Then what is the meaning of that? OX is equals to OP is equals to K. So what we are finding here, students, that this is the indicate the fixed distance from a fixed point. Here the fixed distance is A and fixed point is O. So here we have, so therefore it is the set of points which have fixed distance from origin. Okay, that means the origin indicates as the center, and therefore it indicates the set of points which are set of the points of a circle which is passes to a point E and center. So this is the answer of the question number 11. Again, again you can see what is in the equation number 11. Here the set A is defined as set of all points in the plane. R is defined as PQ where OP is equals to OQ, and we have to show this is an equivalence relation. As we have shown it is an equivalence relation, then further they ask that for any point P which is not equals to origin, if we take any point which is related to P, and that will indicate the set of the points on the circle which is passes to the point P and center at the origin. So this is the definition of the second part. With this, we are completing the question number 11. So we will see the next question now. Now students, next question is question number 12. A is directly the question first, and you can see in your textbook too. Show that the relation R define a set A of all the triangles R as T1, T2 where T1 is similar to T2 is an equivalence relation. Then further question we are also asked, consider three right triangles T1 with the sides 3, 4, 5, T1 with the side 3, 4, 5, T2 with the side 5, 12 and 13 and 3 with the sides 6, 8 and 10. Then question is which triangles among T1, T2 and T3 are related? So that is the second question we have. First question is we have to show that this is an equivalence relation. Now before this, you recall the condition of the similarity of the triangle. So when we can say that two triangles are similar, T1 and T2 are similar to each other. We use the symbol of the similar. T1 and T2 are similar to each other. So when we can say when the ratio of the sides, then the ratio of their sides is equal. When we can say that if their ratio of their sides is equal. First thing is that and all the triangles, the corresponding angles are equal. If in two triangles the corresponding angles are equal and ratio of the corresponding sides are equal, then it is called the similar triangles. Okay, there are so many criteria we have learned, so we are not going in the detail for that. Only T1 is similar to T2. So let me start with the first part, that is the reflex. Now first, reflexing. As we know, I am very direct like this. As we know, all triangles are similar to itself. Similar to itself. Therefore, T1, T1 belongs to R. Therefore, R is reflex. So, therefore, R is reflexive. So, reflexivity is done. First part, as every triangle are similar to itself. Okay. Second, symmetry. Now let T1, T2 belongs to R. So that means T1 is similar to T2. Okay. T1 is similar to T2, then obviously two tangent triangles are similar to each other. Then if P is equal, then T2 is always similar to T1. That means T2, T1 belongs to R. Or in a word it will be right. Then write down like this. T1 is similar to T2. Then T2 is similar to T1. Obvious, it is the obvious thing, so T2 T1 belongs to R. and that will give the symmetry. That will give R is symmetric relation. Now third part we know that what is the transitive. Now let's T1, T2 and T2, T3 belongs to R. If T1, T2 and T2, T3 belongs to R, that means T1 is similar to T2 and T2 is similar to T3. Then in the previous classes we have seen that if three lines are given, 1, 2 and the third one. If first is similar to second, second is similar to third, then first and third are also in the similarity. Okay, so therefore here T1 and T3, so this will give that T1 is similar to T3 and that will give us that T1 comma T3. This is belongs to R and therefore R is transitive. So here we have seen the third part. I hope you understood what is the transitive. Let T1 T2 belongs to R and T2 T3 belongs to R. So this will give us that T1 is similar to T3 and T2 is similar to T3. Then T1 is similar to T3 because one triangle is similar to the other is similar to the third. Then by the similarity, first and third will be similar to each other. So T1 and T3 is similar to each other. So that means T1 T3 belongs to R. So R is transitive. As our R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, therefore R is an equivalence relation. R is an equivalence relation. Now as this first part is done, R is an equivalence relation. Now our other question is, we have given the three triangles with the sides 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 6, 8, 10. Then question is, among these three, which two are similar to each other? So for this, what we will do, here we check. Let P1 and P2. So check the angles, we will not check now, only the sides are given and we know that the axis criteria among these, if the sides of the triangle are similar, if the ratio of the corresponding side is equal, then it is a similar triangle. So let me check for T1 and T2. That is 3 upon 5. Then 4 by 12. 2 to the 4 is 12, that is 1 by 3. So you can check that. And 5 by 30. So here 3 by 5 is not equal to 1 by 3, is not equal to 5. Therefore, P1 and P2 are non-zero. So let me check P1 and P3. So for P1 and P3, so what we have 3 upon 6. 3 upon 6, 1 by 2. Then 4 upon 8, 1 by 2. 5 upon 10, 1 by 2. And therefore, P1 is similar to therefore from P. So this is the as P1 and P2 is not similar, P1 and P3 are similar, and P2 is not similar to P1, so obviously it is not similar to P3. So therefore it is done. So P1 is similar to P3. So these are the related features. Therefore P1 and P3 belongs to relation R. So this is our question number 12. Again, Once again, we just take a quick recap of the question. A set of all the triangles relation R is defined as T1, T2, where T1 is similar to T2. Then reflexive is, as we know that all triangles are similar to itself, so reflexive done. Symmetric, two triangles are similar to each other. T1 and T2 is similar, then T2 and T1 will be always similar. So symmetric. One is similar to the second, second is similar to the third, and by the similarity property, T1 is similar to T3. So therefore it is transitive, and then we have to show which three are related to each other. Among these three, which two are related? So just check the ratio of their sides. For T1, T2, 3 by 5, 4 by 12 and 5 by 12. Obviously they are not equal, so not related. And for T1 and T3, ratio is equal. So with this, we have stopped the equation number. Our equation number 12 is done, and as well as today's class is over. So we will continue with the next class with the next equation, that is equation number 13. Till then, thank you and have